The village is tiny, the devastation massive. I still haven't been able to comprehend what happened, he says, and how we'll recover from this disaster. In eastern Gorkha district, approximately 50 kilometers from the epicenter of the earthquake, 74-year-old Durga Prasad Katel leads me around his small mountainside enclave while neighbors pick up pieces of their collapsed homes. So he's telling me that there are about 200 people, 90 families in this village, and that 90% of the homes here were destroyed in the quake. He built his home 58 years ago, and it's completely gone now. Medical aid is finally starting to reach his community, but residents are no closer to feeling relieved. We don't know, he tells me, how we're going to live through monsoon season in this condition. Of far more concern to the World Health Organization is what might happen in Gorkha district and the rest of Nepal even before the rainy season begins.
Because of the extent of the destruction, we believe that most of the water sanitation facilities have been destroyed, and that increases by the day the concerns for possible outbreaks of communicable diseases.
WHO workers took our team along as they distributed boxes full of medication, water purification tablets, and more. They say over 13,000 people are still unaccounted for, that these supplies are needed more than ever. One quick glance around the district hospital proves how dire the situation is. With lines out the door, young and old await treatment. Their faces show how much pain they're in. More aid teams have arrived and more medicine is being dispensed, but it's still not nearly enough. Underscoring how perilous the situation remains, on our way to Gorkha, an aftershock struck. It was brief but powerful, causing a lot more fear for a population already very rattled and quite traumatized. Bishnu Maya Sirmal was injured in that tremor. After that, it got even worse. Scared, weak, and in pain, she was forced to seek treatment on her own. My husband and son are both alcoholics, she says. My daughters are married and living elsewhere. I had to walk for half an hour to get to the hospital. The treatment gives her some comfort, but not enough. She has no idea how she'll be able to get home. Back at Kataldana village, some residents feel fortunate. They're all too aware that other areas in Gorkha were much harder hit. They'd certainly love more aid and assistance, but say they know better than to wait for it. We can't just sit around expecting the government's help, says Katel. We all survived the earthquake. There is no casualty in this village. We'll survive and manage somehow. We'll get through this. Mohammed Jamjoom, Al Jazeera, Gorkha District, Nepal.